going on. I'm gonna move the camera here so we can actually start working on things. So we're gonna give these guys some cute accessories. Okay. And then I also needed some more. Got some cute ones already painted. And I feel like we're gonna do more of these as well. Hello everybody, how's it going? Welcome to my studio. It's another Say Soothing art session, which just means I'm gonna be working on stuff. And yeah, if you wanna hang out, you can come, comment, chat, watch later. This is all stuff that will be in my shop eventually, and it's first actually going to Tiki Oasis, which is pretty fun. All right, so I thought this would be kind of cool. I kind of love, hold on, I love this blue. So I'm going to glue this one on here. Just like that. But welcome, my name is Sey. I own and run Sey Studios. I make lively and whimsical art. And these are wearable brooch buddies, or accessories that you can wear or display in your home. It's not the only thing I made, but it's one of the most popular things and the thing I love to make. There we go. Oh my gosh. And here's an example of another one completed. This is a brooch. This is a brooch motel. It resides here when you're not wearing it, but it's a magnetic brooch, which is awesome, so it does not ruin your clothes. All right, so we're gonna let that one dry. I swear I keep hearing a funny noise. So part of me is wondering with these glasses, if, I don't like it on that one though, if any of these hit or feel right for my blowfish. Oh my gosh. I think this feels right. Doesn't it feel right to you? There we go. Oh my goodness. Yes, please. I definitely gonna need to be painting more for sure. Feel free to ask any questions, comment below. There we go. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Let me adjust my little glasses here. Oh my gosh. I didn't, yes. Definitely love these. Okay, so now that we're getting that together, we're going to start adding green to these leaves because I'm gonna need a lot more of them. Apparently, I did not paint nearly enough. So we are getting that. So sorry about that. My finger slipped. All these updates. Okay. Let me get these coated. They definitely make your fingers very colorful with all the different things. And awesome. I feel like we're gonna zoom in a bit more so we can get some details going. So you see these little leaves right here? Hello. This is what we do. That's how we build it, make it better. Gotta start somewhere. Okay, that should be good. I think this is darker green, but again, base coats are great. And it literally almost looks, oh yeah, this one has way more coverage on the coating part. You see how this one looks a little thin? Just depends. This one's more opaque. That means not see-through. Beautiful. When I was compiling all these together, I started counting them, and because all these little accessories go on these wearable accessories. So these ones you can wear or display, right? But they need some cute little adornments. And I was trying to get them pre-painted and paint like all these little ones done. So I'm just like basically reaching into this accessory box that I've made for these wearable pieces. And I didn't make enough, which, you know, I mean, I had the bases, I just had to paint them. So thankfully, we already made a lot of them. In fact, I think I need to coat the side here. Forgot about that, because we used a different type of wood this time and it was burning funny. So I'm just gonna seal up the side here. This only takes like a second, and then once that's sealed, we are not gonna have any more problems. I'm not gonna buy that particular type of wood anymore. It was a bad idea. So we're gonna get a different one from a more reputable place. And then we just coat it. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day wherever you're at. You hear my dog in the back. It is recycling day. Recycling day means sometimes she's loud, but she's in the back, so put her to bed because she's like, girl, this truck comes every week and you can't seem to get a clue. She is just protecting us though, to be fair. There we go. I absolutely love this part. Okay. I almost painted my finger. Did you see that? I just went right for it. There we go. Got some more here. Whoop, where'd it go? Just flew away. I don't even know where it went. Oh, I guess it was already done on that one side. Okay. I did not need to go as far to finish sides. And I don't need to do both because it's a single-sided thing. I love hearing this part. You hear that? Now, I use craft paint on my pieces because I love how matte it is, but I still spray it with a clear coat of gloss because I like the way it looks. So the real reason, though, is behind craft painting, or paint, is because when acrylic first came out, at least the ones I used, they were all glossy and shiny, and I could never tell if it was dry. So I ended up switching to craft paint after many years of struggling and really not liking acrylic. And when I did, I was like, oh, dude, I'm missing this. Mind you, the colors weren't always the best, so I kind of mixed between the two. But then now they've made them where they're not all shiny, which I appreciate. But I still go to craft paint unless there's like fluorescent pink. And I really think that like Liquitex Basics fluorescent pink is my favorite so far. I tend to add that to a lot of things. Actually, I haven't added it to this too much. I'm using something called Electric Pink. And that one's by Deco Art, but it's not a sponsor, it's just what I love. And what it's easily accessible to me. Use what you got type of mentality. In fact, I have some vintage ones that my mom gifted me, and they still work. The paints still work. In fact, they're behind me. I need to add it to my collection. I'm slowly trying to finish the tubes I have open, and then if I have like a replacement one, I'm gonna bust out that and get that. Maybe I'll show you guys. It's pretty cool. All right, we got the corners. Oh, we got one more. They like to hide from me. And then I'll go back in and we'll add some highlight, some shadow, probably more like lighten it a bit more. Ooh. I didn't think my thumb would be aching so much, but I've been painting a lot, but because I'm holding these tiny pieces, I'm using a muscle, this one right here, that I haven't used so much. My right hand, yeah, like it's used to it. It's funny when I'm teaching other people and we're working on a long-term project, they go, oh my goodness, my hand hurts. I'm like, oh, I forgot about that, because I've been doing this for decades. I'm like, great, you need to pause and then you need to stretch. And so now I'm actually using my hand, my left hand more. I'm like starting to get the cramps like they do, and I'm like, oh, I feel it. And I have to get the sides. Now, I might just, I don't know if I want to like stick it down or not. I don't think I can. Okay, so these look obviously darker than this, but I needed a base coat first. So we get messy. We do all those things. And then I'm gonna actually move these, let them dry for, well, no, I'm not. In my head, I have bigger dreams, but in reality, it's like, no, you gotta keep working at it. So I'm gonna mix a little bit of a lighter green by simply taking, this is called apple green, and this one is, I have no idea, leaf green. And I'm just gonna mix it together, and you can see it's ever so slight in color. So I really don't wanna, but putting it on there, you can see how stark of a difference that is. So I'm gonna add a little bit more of the leaf green, because that was a little too bright for what I'm going for. But then again, maybe we'll just brush it in and we'll kind of do a little highlight here and here. Maybe we'll keep that. And so that'll give me a nice little gradient. I'm not going to worry too much on perfection, because I am going to come through here and line, yes, I hand paint that too, line a whole section all the way around. I just love line work, so that is something I incorporate into my designs. So I think this is pretty good. They all look a little different anyway, so I'm not too worried about exact. They kind of look like a little dinosaur foot right now. And then, and I'm using this really old, not very expensive brush. I don't even know where I found it. It is a cheapo brush, but cheapo brushes are the best sometimes for texture. If you want more perfection, use a better brush. But if you want more texture, use a crappy brush. Or keep an old one that you haven't washed, that you can restore them. But that's a whole other video. Right now we're just gonna, oh, that's more highlight. It's a lot of leaves today, but there's a lot of, I'm gonna go on the other side right now, because these can go on either side of them. So I like to have an assortment of a few different things. Ho ho. And I'm not wetting my brush in between, because I want that texture to really pop. Probably give a little bit more here. Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Feel free to comment below. I'd love to see a name pop up on the screen. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. This is me. So I've been slowly making a whole big batch of these brooches. They're different. So I have Dole Whips and pineapples. Here's a pineapple. Hello. This one looks like the one lady who passed away who loved glasses. And I have some blowfish. Hello. Right now I'm making leaves for more Dole Whip characters because I ran out. There's a little Dolly Dole Whip one. And I have a couple other designs. So these are all hand painted wearable pieces. And this is my like nice, oh, sorry, doing a little foot bath here. There we go. Now we can get rid of that sound. But I love making these little wearable pals characters. But this is how it starts. Well, not really. Actually, I design it in Procreate first. Then we hand cut them, or laser cut them with our laser. And by we, I mean my hubby, because I don't do the cutting part. I used to do that. I had that as an internship for like a year or two. I was very blessed to have it, to learn it before it got really big. I mean, like back in 2010, 9. I think it was like probably 8 and 9. And I did it for a putting company, which I think they still exist. They were so nice. And that was one of my most favorite jobs. I didn't really have to do much, but I got to learn it. So that was fun. And it's definitely grown and changed from all that time. Now I get to make my own things. And I paint them and then I assemble them into cute little creations. So right now you're seeing me getting all the pieces painted for my brooches that will end up looking like, here, let's zoom out a little bit. There you go. So these guys, some people like to wear them. Some people like to put them on their refrigerator or some sort of magnetic surface because it do use a magnetic backing, which I don't have here. But I have people request regular pin backs very rarely, but I can do it. And then when you're not wearing them, I have a display kind of like home for it. So it can still act as artwork. You can still see it and it won't get ruined. Which I'll just show you that again. My little brooch motel. Oh my gosh, it looks so big on the screen. This one's smaller and I can make different scenes basically. And it can hang or it can sit on the shelf because it is thick enough. And it's like another piece of art within art. So it's a kind of like an interactive piece. And you can switch and put in different characters or buddies with these brooches to your liking. So you don't have to be like, this one goes here, unless you like that, whatever. Build your little collection out. Started with unicorns. That was my first design. It's the unicorn brooches, and then Yetis were second, which freaking were popular. They're currently like hibernating. They usually come back in the fall. Put that a lot more. Mid-green. All right, I have 2 more of these leaf shapes. As long as I made 8, probably 13. I'm not sure. I kind of miscounted, but that's okay. And then the lines will come next, just like that. Guess we won't see that part, so I don't need to worry about it. Okay, I'm gonna wash my brush here. Maybe my hands. And then we need to get a liner brush. So here we go. I'm gonna get some of this. And we're gonna start mixing super light green, but I'm gonna need enough. So I don't recommend using your liner brush for mixing, but I do sometimes. Let's add a little yellow, kind of warm it up there. Just always make sure you clean out those finer brushes. Oh, got some water there. I think my hand's a little shaky today because I haven't eaten. I get in these modes. Well, first of all, I have a big event coming up. So it's like, gotta get stuff done, but you gotta take care of yourself too. So probably after this stream, I will definitely eat some lunch. I really wasn't hungry earlier, but I can tell these remind me of the leaves from Lord of the Rings. You know, like the little, I don't even know if anyone would notice, but like the clasps on their clothing, like the elven clothes. Now that I look at it and have been looking at them for a while. There we go. Really don't have to do the bottom, but it's good practice too. So I'm gonna put another one up here so you can see the other designs that I'm making. So yeah, there we go. I think I just need to move a little faster with my lines because I am. You can get more shaky if you don't move quick. Oh yeah. Hello everybody. Hold on a second. Right, you guys, I should stop for lunch. Getting a little shaky. Hubby's calling me on it. So you guys have a great day. I'll see you around, and thanks for watching. I'll be making more of these soothing say sessions, oops, in the future. Hopefully you don't get too nauseous. Have a good one, and I'll see you around here on YouTube. Bye.